Light-duty vehicles account for only 10% of human greenhouse gas emissions worldwide and 19% in the United States. They are, however, one of the few sources of greenhouse gases over which individuals have direct control and thus have high symbolic value. Mitigation strategies that involve light-duty vehicles are often contentious because of the important role that these vehicles play in modern life. One indication of this importance is that many people spend more on vehicles than they do on food. Americans allocate 33% of their disposable income to housing, 17% to vehicles, and 13% to food. The British allocate 12% of their disposable income to vehicles, 10% to food, and 10% for housing. Average fuel efficiencies of light-duty vehicles vary by 60% among industrialized countries. During the last 15 years, efficiencies have improved steadily in Western Europe, but have remained relatively unchanged in Japan, Australia, and the United States. Major factors that influence fuel efficiencies include 1. Driving conditions, 2. Taxes on petroleum vehicles, 3. Consumer preferences, D. Diesel-powered vehicles, and E. Agreements with automobile manufacturers. The wind resistance of a vehicle is proportional to the square of its speed, and so fuel efficiencies decline at speeds above 80 km per hour, or 50 miles per hour. Newer vehicles have better aerodynamics and thus are more efficient at higher speeds than older vehicles. Nonetheless, vehicles moving at 121 km per hour, 75 miles per hour, the speed limit on most rural United States highways, are still 20% less efficient than those moving at 89 km per hour or 55 miles per hour. Speed, although important, is second to driving behavior in determining fuel efficiency. Quick acceleration and heavy braking diminish fuel economy by more than 30%. Worldwide, the number of vehicles and the distances they travel are many times greater than they were 2 decades ago, while the construction of new roads has lagged far behind. Such disparities have led to greater traffic congestion. The United States, for example, paved a large proportion of its roads during the last 50 years, but extended the total length of roads by only 11%. Over this same period, the number of vehicles on these roads tripled. Not surprisingly, traffic congestion worsened. A 10-minute drive across a U.S. city during slack times took an average of 11 minutes during rush hours 20 years ago, but now takes nearly 13 minutes. The cause of traffic congestion falls into 2 categories: recurring and non-recurring. Recurring causes are those such as rush hour traffic, holiday traffic, and routine road maintenance, events that are somewhat predictable. Non-recurring causes are unplanned events such as traffic incidents, accidents or mechanical breakdowns, and poor weather, snow, fog, or heavy rains. Recurring and non-recurring causes are responsible for traffic delays in almost equal measure. Many strategies can relieve recurring traffic congestion. Constructing entirely new roads is an obvious but expensive approach. Municipalities usually find it much more cost-effective to eliminate choke points on existing roads or by building new intersections or even new lanes between intersections. Implementing strategies to reduce traffic congestion not only improve fuel efficiencies, but advance public safety. Traffic accidents are the 9th leading cause of death and disability in the world, and are the 2nd leading cause of death after HIV/AIDS for people 15 to 29 years of age. On the bright side, although vehicle traffic has over doubled in the past 30 years in the United States, Australia, and Finland, safety measures such as mandatory use of seat belts, motorcycle helmets, and child car seats have halved traffic fatalities over this period. Cost of extracting, transporting, and refining gasoline and diesel fuel in 2006 was 53 cents per liter for gas and 59 cents per liter for diesel. Average prices at the pump range from 2 cents to $1.90 per liter in different countries, depending on fuel subsidies or taxes. Countries subsidizing fuel are in general major oil exporters. Most other countries tax fuels, often at rates higher than other goods. Taxes on fuels are an attractive source of revenue. They amassed vast sums amounting to $1.2 trillion in 2004, or 10.8% of all revenues collected by governments. They are easier to collect than other taxes because they are assessed at refineries or large wholesalers, which are few in number. In summary, number 1, World energy consumption is increasing for population growth and economic development. Number 2. Petroleum serves as the energy source for over 95% of transportation. Number 3. Major factors that influence fuel efficiency of vehicles include driving conditions, taxes on petroleum and vehicles, consumer preferences, diesel-powered vehicles, and agreements with automobile manufacturers.